and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We just wrapped up with ESL Open Cup Asia number 210. We just wrapped up with a great finals between Bjorn and Solar, but now we are here to get into another broadcast, into our next tournament. Masters Coliseum 7 is continuing day after day after day. We just wrapped up yesterday with the first round, with round 1 of Masters Coliseum. We are here in round number 2. We're here to have a look at some of these players that have been having a better start here. Both Classic and herO won their initial series. Now we're diving into a PvP, and spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have Classic for Twisted Minds. And in the bottom right, we have herO for CranKy Z Gaming. Let's go. It's going to be a PvP between herO and Classic. Again, they both did well for themselves already in this tournament. So they both have had a very strong start. And we'll see if they can continue that reign. Big shout out to the sponsors as well for providing for this tournament, for allowing this event to occur, to happen. And quickly just double checking here. Yes, it was herO. He 2-0'd Bunny yesterday, and Classic 2-1'd Solar in day 1 of Masters Coliseum. So both Classic and herO, they won their first series, and now we're diving into a best of 3. Into essentially a quote-unquote winner's match. A winner's match between the two of them. Neither one has dropped a series yet in Masters Coliseum, but that is soon about to change. Meanwhile, so far, standard openers, it is going to be a double gate here from herO, double gate out of Classic as well. No one is risking going for a gate expand. No one is that crazy. No one is that wild. Not yet. Also, a big shout out to everyone in the chat. I do see that Terran Lord, Emperor Fubel, Senju, Keito, Pigeon Wrench, welcome everyone. Also, big shout out to Chicken Man for giving us a raid towards the end of the broadcast. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great, we had a great cast together, so thank you so much for the raid. Get some sleep, Pappy. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Buenas noches. Oh, as herO opted to go for a hidden pylon out on the map. Now, it is still technically on herO's side of the map, but it is hidden, and Classic is unawares as to its location. He knows that the pylon is missing, doesn't know where it is, doesn't know if it's going to be a committed proxy. Now, that pylon isn't a bad location for a proxy Stargate, for example, but we'll see if that's kind of where we go. We'll see if that's the direction we do take. As we have double adept opener from herO, double adept opener out of Classic. And there it is, proxy Stargate. Let's go. Let us go. The Stargate is going to be on the way. Now, this is not an all-in. This is a way to get ahead in the economy. This is a way to get ahead economically, to try to catch our opponent off guard, to try to cripple the worker count. Meanwhile, Classic responding with a robo. Ooh, he believes it's an all-in. Classic with a robo opener is very safe. It is amazing against something like a proxy, a committed proxy like proxy robo or proxy 4 gates. So a very safe play out of Classic. And behind this, herO should be expanding. herO should be transitioning. We'll see if he can. We'll see if he can get there. For now, Adepts a shade across the map from both players. And Classic, can he get eyes on the proxy? It looks like up. He barely can't. Oh, he barely is out of range. He doesn't see the pylon. He doesn't see the Stargate. He is in the dark. We fully wall off herO. He defends back at home, and he is moving out with that Oracle. Meanwhile, Classic is transitioning into a one-base all-in. He throws down a third gateway, starts up a Prism. He opened up Robo, and now he's making use of that. So one base all-in at a Classic. herO should be looking to expand, but oh, he's going Phoenix. Oh my god, really smart move. Phoenixes are a really good way here to disrupt something like Immortals and even Prisms. The Oracle goes in, and we are having our way with the economy. 4 probes go down, and the Adepts get in! No, the Adepts, they shade into the main base probes. They're falling left and right. So much economic damage being done. 7 workers do go down, and we shade the hell out of there. Oracle races back home as well. herO, he confirms the all-in, and Classic, his economy is that much more stifled here in said all-in. herO responding with his own robo for his own immortal production to keep up with the immortals of his opponent. Good juggling at a Classic. He does minimize some of his losses, but there's still the Oracle to threaten that base. With the Phoenix as well, we can, of course, focus down that Prism. We can help crowd control the army. Oracle threatens a dive, but we don't commit this time, as Classic is amassing an army and moving out across the map. herO, how much does he have at home to defend? Quite a lot. He's got 5 Stalkers. 5 Stalkers with 2 Phoenixes. He has more than enough to swat this away. Does take a volley to the Phoenixes. And again, we can micro. We essentially have Blink with the help of that War Prism. So Classic, he has more micro ability with his army. He's rebuilding his worker counts. Meanwhile, the first Immortal is on the way for herO. With the arrival of that Immortal, that again, we can shut down the army. Stasis Trap here into the main base. Big Stasis Trap covering half of those workers. We're picking up some of these Stalkers. Classic gonna try and force his way in. Does try to, but again, herO in position. Does come in with the Immortal Shield Battery still on the way. It's still in production. Classic gaining some ground. But this Immortal, it has arrived. We get a Warping of reinforcements. The Immortal will fall. The Prism gets picked off. With the death of that Prism, that's the death of the All-In. GG gets called, and herO takes game number 1. GG, well played. A solid game 1 there at a herO. Again, just going for a fake, or I say fake proxy, going for a proxy Stargate, scouting, confirming the all-in that's coming his way, crippling the economy of Classic, and just shutting that push down. Really well done at a herO, very well executed. We'll see if Classic can fight back. Hopefully he can, as we get ready for Game 2. Game 2 on Golden Aura. Now, I expect this series to be very chaotic overall. I expect us to have quite a lot of twists and turns to this PvP. Again, both Classic and herO are very aggressive by nature, so I don't expect a long one. I do not expect a long game here, or a long series. Let's go. A solid win for herO. But can Classic fight back? I want to believe he can. I want to believe he can. Here we go. For now, again, it looks like we do get eyes on the bans, on the vetoes, of course. No big surprises here. Radisson Station vetoed, Equilibrium as well, Hecate, Alcyone. Instead, we have some pretty small maps. Hard-Led, Golden Aura, and Oceanborn. Pretty small maps, pretty short rush distance by ground, does favor aggression. And here we go in the bottom right-hand corner. The South Korean Protoss for Twisted Minds. Classic. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have, for Dragon Kaiser Gaming, herO. Here we go. For the time being, the openers are looking pretty standard here. Once again, getting ready for 2 gate openers from both Classic and herO. Nothing out of the ordinary yet. Probe is moving out for a scout. Do we go for another proxy pylon? Do we go for another proxy Stargate? That is what our eyes are looking for. That is what we are looking out for. Now, herO going to be moving out. Going for the probe scouts. Does confirm the first 2 gateways. Does get behind the mineral line, and he's looking for that pylon. He's looking for where it could be. As Classic does throw it down in the main base. Does throw it down. Oh, actually, sorry. Cybercore gets turned down instead. Likewise, we're just holding off here on the pylons for the time being. And there it is now on the way. Everything is looking as it should. We see Classic throwing his down hidden out on the map, so he does fake a proxy. Classic does fake a proxy pylon. Meanwhile, herO's is in his main. Classic's is in his natural. So a bit of mind games out of Classic. Trying to fake out herO and trying to fake out a proxy and fake out an all-in. herO, meanwhile, doesn't take the bait. He's going to be going double Adept. Bold move. Double Adept opener out of herO. With this, he's going to be looking for economic damage. herO opening up Stargate as well. This time back at home. So he's going to be going Adept Oracle. Just like the previous game, very similar outlook. He's looking for worker damage. He's looking for probe kills. Let's go. We'll see if he can get it. Ooh, as the depths, they do move out. They do manage to catch a probe out on the map. Good pickup. Likewise, we have a robo in the main base. And we do see, okay, so Classic is expanding. Classic, he's getting into an economic game. Meanwhile, herO is going for one base all in. He goes for a robo followed by that, or going for the Stargate followed by the robo. herO is going to be doubling down on aggression. He's going to be sending it. And can a Classic keep up? Ay, ay, ay. Hallucination comes in for a scout. We do get eyes on the expansion. We do get eyes on the robo as well. Big scout from Classic. He is aware of what's going on. Oracle going to be coming back. Adept's going to be shading out. Now, herO with this fast robo means really fast immortal production. He doesn't throw down a third gateway though, so he's just expanding. He's taking more defensive stance. Okay, so herO, he's not committing. Again, just taking a more defensive approach to this game. Adepts, they do threaten a shade. Classic going for a Twilight Council, going for a Blink Stalker opener. Standard play out of Classic. And herO is going to be relinquishing map control soon. Once we get into Blink Stalkers, herO can't really do much for map control. He's stuck at home building up Immortals. herO will be safe, but won't be able to be too active. Meanwhile, Stasis Trap in the main base. Oh my god! No reaction! No reaction from Classic, and a massive Stasis does go off. Ay, ay, ay. And with that, herO gonna try to once again move out with more Adepts, continuing his aggression. Does continue his aggression here, as he's just still building up that immortal count, still just having a solid stance back at home. And the game will progress, will continue. Overall, Classic does have the higher worker count because he did expand a little bit faster. The pressure is still on herO to kill some workers to make up for his lack of economy. Let's say shade in. And they pick off one worker, another Sage Trap in the main base. It looks like it will go up. Oh, barely saving the Oracle. Oh my god. The Oracle does barely survive. We don't get much damage done though, as the probes do make it out. Classic maintaining his 37 worker count compared to the 35 of his opponent. He's up two probes. Meanwhile, herO, how many Immortals do we have? We have 3. Okay, that's a lot of Immortals. Soon to be 4 Immortals for herO. Here we go. herO is going to be pushing on the right-hand side. He does spot the army. He's aware that Classic's out of position. We could end up in a weird base trade. Uh-oh. We can recall. Third base is under fire. It's going to take a lot of damage. Meanwhile, herO, he doesn't care. He's pushing on forward in towards the main base. And that's going to be a kill, not a cancel on the Nexus. Doesn't get killed. We force the recall. Shield battery goes down. We have 3 Immortals in position. Force fields, they thrown away some of these Stalkers. Massive blink. We dive on the Prism. The Prism goes down. But these Immortals, they just focus down every single Stalker. Very good target firing out of herO. He does pull back with those weakened Immortals. So far, really good micro. He is being picked away at though. 10 probes go down and we clean up all the Immortals. A good cleanup out of Classic. But Classic, he loses his worker lead. But he does have his third. He did keep his third base alive. Let's go. So we have it, herO moving on out. Just forced to retreat, forced to stay back at home. Classic, the pressure is on him to do some counter damage. Once again, the Adept Rush just doesn't end from herO. He doesn't stop. Meanwhile, Classic maneuvering over towards the main. He's going for the dive, does blink in. Good force field, but the Immortals, they're on the same side as the Stalkers. hero's going to shut this down. He will be losing the power here on these gateways. Big D power here in the main base. And they shade into the main though of Classic. They don't get much done. Forced to recall, but they did force lost mining time. And again, hero still has his worker lead. Classic looking for a way in. Rotating over towards the third. Again, Classic did catch up in workers. Void Ray on the way? Hero just doubling down on Void Ray Immortal. I mean, it's a very hefty army. Like, it's a death bull of an army. Not the most mobile army, but has a lot of DPS, has a little firepower. Let's go. Classic. Rotating back into the main base. This time with some sentries and stalkers. Ooh, but the Void Ray. The Void Ray is here. This is going to be a big loss. Classic has to get the hell out of here. There's no way out. Classic going to try and recall, and can he escape? Up. Oh, he barely will. Phew. A clutch defense there. A clutch recall by Classic. Does escape with that prism. Here we go. Hero pushing through the center of the map. Again, he might not have Blink, but it doesn't matter. He has Immortals. And that's a lot of it. He's got 4 Immortals with his army, plus Void Rays as well. What he lacks in finesse, he makes up for in just brute force. Yeah, we dive on in. Good target fighting once again on that prism. But the Immortals, they go to town on the Stalkers. And it's mainly a Stalker army. A couple of Zealots are doing a great job buffering, to be fair. That one Immortal barely does not go down. Good kiting here from Hero. Void Ray is going to fall. We have another wave of reinforcements on the way. But Hero, he does keep every Immortal alive. I'm impressed. Every Immortal does survive. Hero going to be pulling back. Glaives on the way from Hero as well. Who needs Blink? We have Charge and we have Glaives. Let's go. Depth Harass continues. Now, as the dust does settle, Classic, he has been able to catch up in the worker count. He's still being very active here with his Prism. The Void Ray went down, which means we can go into the main. We force a cancel on the 4th base. Good pick off there from Classic. But I still want to say that in a head-to-head fight, I have to favor Hero. He just chunks away at that army. Cybercore still unpowered. Not that important, but fun to see. As Classic, he is swatted away from the main. Hero once again being assertive here on the left-hand side, pushing across the map. Classic taking his 4th. Hero instead doubling down on his army. Glaives about to finish. Still with those 5 Immortals. And the armies once again are going to miss each other. For like the 3rd time this game? It's crazy. We're going for a base trade. Here we go. We rock up here at the 3rd base. Every single worker is going to be going down. And we shade into the natural. At the same time, Classic pushing into the natural base of Hero. But he is late. He's late to the party. Late to the base trade. Gateways are being depowered. And Hero, he busts into that main. Likewise, so is Classic. Diving into the main himself. You can see Hero focusing on these pylons. Pylons are being focused down. Hero trying to desperately warp in as well, but both players are they're supply blocked. Both players are supply blocked. But Hero, he's got bottom left. He has the gold. He has a gold base on the way. He denies the 4th, chasing down some of these probes. It looks like Classic will evacuate. He will survive with some of those workers. Classic, he does throw down a backup Nexus on Hero's side of the map. So both players have a hidden base. Classic is on the hunt. He's looking for that Nexus. Yeah, he does send a couple units towards bottom left. He's on the way. Meanwhile, the main base of Classic is being cleaned up completely. And again, in a head-to-head fight, I have to favor Hero if he fights with the Immortals. If it's only Adepts, that's a different issue. It's a different problem. Different story. As we find the Nexus, Hero is running out of buildings. He has to save it. He has to save this base. He cannot give it up. The Adepts, they have arrived. Oh, the probes have to be careful not to engage. Immortals are on the way. Okay, the base getting up and running. It all comes down to this one big fight. herO, he cannot shade in, not without the Immortals. He needs everything to fight together. There we go. He's recalling the Immortals towards the bottom left. Big recall here from herO. His army has consolidated. We can see Classic coming in from behind. Trying to collapse on this. He's going for the Nexus. He's going straight for the base, but not the wisest of moves here. Boys are being pulled. Yeah, the Archons are exposed. The Archon's going to be going down. Good juggling out of herO, keeping these Immortals alive. Very good juggling. And with that, he shuts down the army. GG gets called, and herO will take the 2-0. GG, well played. A solid performance here out of herO. Very chaotic PvP. We had just chaos ensuing all over the place. We had base trade to end it as well, and herO does assert his dominance. He is the best Protoss in Korea and does shut Classic down. Now, again, this is still the group stage. Classic is still in this, but herO has an even stronger result as he is still yet to lose a series. We're going to be going on a short break. When we return, Cure versus Dark. We'll see you soon.